What's up everyone, welcome to the second video of the first module. So in this video we will basically create a function which will basically handle the turn, and whenever we give a number, it will place X or O in that position. So let's get started. So let's make a quick recap. So first what we did, we declared a variable, then we declared a list here which contains the places, some strings. It contains some strings which are basically the places where we will put our X and O. And then we created a display board function which basically makes our board, generates our board. And then we created a function called play game. Then we created a function called play game. What it does, it calls the function display board, right? So whatever function we will declare in this project, we will first of all create it and then call it here inside play game. Then if we just call play game, it will be a lot easier and cleaner way to do it, right? So let's define a function called handle turn. Def handle turn. So let's do it like this, and let's um, do it like this. So what it will do, it will just ask for the user's input, right? It will ask for user's input. It will ask for the position basically. So let's give the variable name as position and set it to an input. So input, please enter a number from 1 to 9. That's it, right? That's it. So what we did here is we just made a variable position which contains then we call the input function, which will basically ask the user to enter a number from 1 to 9, right? So let's define a variable called current player, right? Current player. Let's give it to X. Set it as X right now. So when we'll make a function called flip player or something, which will basically flip players, like sometime first it will be X turn, then it will be O's turn, right? That time we will just set current player to something else. So right now position equals to input, please enter a number, which will basically ask for the user's input. Next what we will do is so right now it's like this, right? So if the user types 1, it will the user basically means like he wants to puts X or O in this position, right? But if he puts 1, it will go here, right? So we need to set this out. For that, let's do like this: position equals position minus 1. So first of all, let's do it like this. Let's set it as int, otherwise we can't minus it out. Next, let's do it like this. Now main board position equals current player. That's it, and let's give it as, then it will basically display the board, right? Display board. So let's give 2 lines of spaces. Oh my fuck, sorry. Let's give 2 lines of spaces before this function. It makes the code cleaner. and these are some rules which everyone should follow, right? So let me tell you what I basically did in this function. I basically, first of all, made a variable called position, which will basically ask for the user's input, and set and just typecasted it to integer. Otherwise, I'll not be able to subtract it. And it's common sense, right? We can't subtract a string from an integer, right? So I change it into an integer, and then I subtract it. So whatever the user will type, it will just subtract 1 from it. So if the user types 1, it will be 0. So whatever the user wants to type will go in this place, right? So then what I did, I called main board. So I just redeclared position to position minus 1. Then I did main board. I gave the index of position, this one. Whatever the user types, if the user types 2, then it will subtract 1, then it will be 1. Then what will happen is main board, in this index there will be 1. So it will basically be this one equals to current player, right? Then it will basically display the board. Okay, so I hope this will work. Let's see. Sorry for that. Oh, I forgot to call this function out. Handle turn space like that, and let's run the program again. Okay, so let's give 1. Yeah, boom, it works, right? It works. It works. So after this, we need to give a while loop, like unless and until this ends, everything is everything is filled, each and every field is filled, the game will not end. We need to run a while loop, right? So you will get to know about this while loop later, in the next module, in the next video. So stay tuned, and there's something more that I'm gonna tell you in this video itself. So let's first understand how it functions. I told you, but still let's tell again. So if I give 4, please enter a number from 1 to 9. Let's enter 4. What will happen? The process behind, what happens behind the scenes, right? So if after I press enter, what happens here is, so I typed 4, right? So what will happen? It will minus 1 from it, subtract 1 from it. Sorry, it will subtract 1 from it, and then it will just give the index. Whatever we put, it will subtract 1, then it will just put that as the index of the main board. Then it will say, then it will put current player on the board, main board. Then it will display the board. That's it. So let's see how to add a while loop in that, uh, in the board basically. So let's see. So the function that you created, handle turn, what it basically does is, so when I suppose I entered 1 and pressed enter, what it will do, it will just show the board, and the program will end. Basically it will terminate. So we want the board to display again and again unless and until everything is filled up, right? For this, it's really easy. It's really easy right now. Just what you need to do, just make a while loop like this. So select this all, press tab, indent it properly, and that's it. Run this piece of code, and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So that's it. So right now you can see, um uh, it's going on, right? So after it completes also, the board is filled, still it's going on. Now it's really good. So in not even 30 lines of, so if I tell, in just 30 lines of code, we made the proper functionality. Board is displayed, the game is asking us to enter a number, and X is placed in that place. We made proper functionality, right? It's so easy, just you need to arrange the code out, that's it. So see you in the next video. Peace.